Galloway Forest Park is also known as the Highlands of the Lowlands. Its rolling hills and sweeping glens attract walkers from miles around. Looking after the areas enjoyed by the public is the Forestry Commission's Recreation Department, led by Archie McNeely.
This is quite a good job. I'll pop in every other day.
Lies.
3 or 4
lies.
days.
That's
3 or
lies.
4 days.
That is lies.
Listen, it's the only way I get things done.
At his office in Strayton, Archie has a new job lined up for his team. The Mountain Bothy Association is renovating one of 5 bothies in Galloway Forest and need a hand.
These are like wee houses that button bends, as you want to call them. Every one of them's got wee stoves. There's a place where you can camp for people that like to walk the Galloway Hills.
As the bothy is up a remote hill on Forestry Commission land, the association have asked for help transporting building materials and a new wood-burning stove.
I'm just waiting on the team coming in, so I'm going to wind them up and say that the quad bikes are going to workshops, they're doing repairs on them all, and carrying bags of cement up to the bothy should be a doddle.
Hi guys. Archie.
I think there's nothing better than keeping a wee bit of banter. The Mountain Bothy guys are asking if we would help them to take all the materials up to the bothy. Now, the problem is, you'll love me for this, we can't get a quad bike. But I said there's no problem. I said because the boys... well...
Say that again, I'm not to take a quad bike.
There's no quad bikes available. They're all going to go to workshops. So bags of cement going up to the bothy, it'll no be a problem humping it up.
You don't want to use a quad bike when you can carry the stuff.
I'll try and get up and see how you approach it.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie.
What?
Don't get down that road.
Did I tell lies?
No, you don't tell lies, don't you know?
No, you guys are the luckiest. You get all these going to be perks that
No,
you can do these jobs and you
aye.
can get staying overnight. But I couldn't, like. You know.
No, you hit your hame, aye.
I've got to get home.
In Galloway, where 4.5 million trees are planted every year, it's vital the Forestry Commission keeps their crop healthy and free from infection.
Request engine start 4 on board on hotel.
Today, Planning and Environment Forester Bill Fisher is going on an important mission to investigate a deadly tree disease that's threatening the forest.
The first confirmed infection was actually in a private site. The spores of the disease have spread in this sort of direction. Nowhere has really escaped it, but the most serious infection so far has been in this central area.
At 116,000 hectares, Galloway has the largest afforested area in the country.
Which site are we going to first?
We're going 906.
Okay.
So the best way for Bill to check for signs of the disease is by air.
I've lived in this part of Scotland for almost 30 years now, and my impression is that it's a bit off the beaten track. This is one of these trees that you see was planted by somebody by hand, not by machine, but it is fairly quiet, and that's why people like it. You could walk for days in here and not come across anybody if you wanted to.
We're going to head down towards Dalrymple to get out the zone, which is closer to 901.
The disease is infecting the forest's larch trees. Although larch is used for timber, it's mainly seen around recreational sites because its seasonal colour changes contrast with the dark evergreens.
What we're looking for today is a disease called Phytophthora ramorum. Phytophthora comes from the Greek meaning plant destroyer. Well, there's some infection down there, but I left the management zone here. When I first saw it, it was horrific. You know, we thought, oh, this could be the end of forestry as we know it.
Since the disease appeared in Galloway 6 years ago, the larch population has reduced by half. If it spread to Sitka spruce, which makes up 70% of the forest, it would hit the cash crop and devastate the business.
Nothing we can do about it apart from try to fell the affected trees, reduce the spread of the disease, and that's all we can do.
It's Friday afternoon, and south of Loch Dee, in the heart of the forest, the Mountain Bothy Association are busy renovating White Lagan and trying to replace the old stove.
I need a ring but we've no got or an SDS to draw.
It's a bit more difficult than they expected.
The existing stove has been set into ordinary Portland cement, which is as hard can be. We need to get that out to get a new one in, to build a new hearth, to fit it to the flue, which is a long pipe which takes the exhaust gas off the fire up to the chimney. It'll be done within 3 hours.
Each bothy has at least one maintenance officer, but without volunteer effort like this, the institution could fall into disrepair.
We all chip in, we all love being out, helping each other and each other's bothies.
Guys go to football, guys play golf. We do this is your thing, you know what I mean? That's what we do. Because she's a joiner and I'm a joiner, we've got all the tools and we decided, well, why don't we put some back into the body?
At the foot of the hill, Cool and the team have arrived with a very heavy wood-burning stove. And, thankfully, a quad bike.
I'm here just to give them a hand, because as you see, it's quite a carry to get stuff up the hill.
A recent downpour has turned the hillside track into a quagmire. If the quad bike gets stuck or bogged in the ground, it wouldn't be for the first time.
If you're going to bog a quad bike, you want to bog it in Monday morning, first thing, and there's maybe a group of boys there that give you a hand to put out. Archie goes out with a quad bike. It's always a Friday night. At 5 o'clock he bogs it. Right, I'm doing it right. It's always maybe a mile or two out on the hill. You need camels and horses and all that to get all the gear out to put them out. And it's always a Friday. Always, always, always a Friday. Right, you ready? Right, come on. It's a challenge, but we'll know we beat. I'll get it. Never beat. Never out the fight, as I say. Here goes nothing. Right.
It's Friday afternoon, so anything could happen.
Go on, Eva.
Good girl.
To the southeast of the forest, Chef Ed Pook moved from Surrey to rural Galloway 2 years ago.
This is my home, this is my yurt. This is part an attempt to connect a bit more to the land. I have bird song around me and red squirrels come visit me just next door or just outside the yurt. The walls are 2 millimetres thick. Central dome of a perspex roof, stove in the middle, a raised insulated floor underneath. I live in a tent.
Teaming up with his sister Karen, who's lived here for 20 years, Ed hopes to open a new restaurant in Castle Douglas, and they want to house it in an old bank on the high street.
1, 2, 3. That was sorry.
He has always wanted to run a restaurant, always. But how do you run a restaurant without any support? Because it's hard work.
Ed will be using locally sourced produce in his dishes, and today he's getting publicity shots right in amongst it.
Look at your garlic lovingly.
The reason I'm up here, I'm bipolar, so I go up and down all the time, so I'm a lot more stable up here. I don't cause as much chaos as I do down south.
Stop.
Our dad died 10 years ago. Ed took it really badly. We believe in him, my mum and I. He just needs help to believe in himself.
Harvesting 28,000 lorry loads of timber every year in Galloway Forest doesn't come without an impact. The Forestry Commission works hard to balance the needs of our national forest factories against those of popular beauty spots. Because sometimes the two come into conflict.
You're either in for the money or you're in for the looks. And that's why I'm here.
In the north of the forest, a popular path leading to Cornish Hill meanders through a site that's about to be harvested.
I like to do something in the forest that the public appreciate and they like it.
Archie's been a forester for over 40 years, but can find himself between a rock and a hard place.
We're great to retain all these trees, but because they're coming to the end of their growing life, they've got to be cut down. I'm going in to mark trees with this paint. These are the ones that will be left standing for the public to enjoy when they're walking through. I know it's a working forest, but we can do what I'm going to do is to try and soften that blow. Yeah, there's some nice specimens here.
But the lodgepole pines and Sitka spruce Archie's marking to save are the cream of the crop the harvesters want.
These are the money trees. They would love me to spray paint the crap, but that's not going to happen.
Although painting the trees might not guarantee they're kept.
But 3 years ago, we went to a site and I asked if these were the type of trees I'd like to leave. I went on holiday and I come back. And when I drove past the site, the first thing that came into my mouth was a swear word. Totally gone, every tree. At least, if we do this, we're giving it a shot.
There's some infection on the right-hand side.
Galloway Forest's head of planning, Bill Fisher, is surveying the forest for signs of a deadly tree disease that's affecting the larch.
Classic infection of young larch down here. This is a really inaccessible site. It's a long way from the forest road. We've got a major power line running through it. There's various watercourses and gullies.
Remote sites like this make it harder to reach and fell the diseased trees, hampering the Forestry Commission's efforts to stop it spreading.
It's a really difficult site, this. That's really, really bad.
Larch only makes up 4% of the forest, but there's no room for complacency.
Right guys, that's us with about 3 minutes to go for landing.
The disease could jump to the spruce.
The initial impressions are that there hasn't been a massive expansion of the disease. What we're seeing now is more of the areas that are inaccessible being infected, as we saw today. We know we've got a problem, we're dealing with it, we're felling trees as we speak, and we'll continue to get them harvested and extracted.
Today's bird's eye view has identified new pockets of infected areas deep in the forest, which is vital information for the Forestry Commission's troops on the front line of the disease.
This area here does need to be retained for a forest research experiment.
The trees are pretty much dead, aren't they?
The battle against larch disease is being won. Touchwood. En route to Castle Douglas, it's a big day.
We are off to see the restaurant for the first time without a bank in it.
Ed and Karen finally have the keys to the old bank they're converting and are meeting their builder and architect on site.
How are you? I'm looking forward to this. There you go.
The bank was closing and I saw it and I thought, nice big airy space. Pressure, the pressure, you're all watching me. Go away. I had contacted the owners saying, is there a possibility of a lease, before I'd even said to Ed, by the way, the bank's shutting. Hey! Well, go.
All right, we're in. Ooh. Wow, this is weird. Oh, can I get a sledgehammer? I just want to start breaking stuff. It's the first time I've nearly got my grubby little paws on my own restaurant, so I'm actually allowing myself to get slightly excited now.
I think the good thing about this is that there shouldn't be too many surprises.
So it's going to be really easy to do the plan, simple to run off the build, and will be open by September?
No.
Opening their own restaurant has been a lifetime's dream.
Okay. Thank you.
Right.
Cheers now.
See you again. What would you say if Dad was here?
Dad'd be so proud right now. I'd cry.
It's 10 years since he died. Oof.
Deep breath. He'd seen me work really hard through a lot of restaurants and struggle doing, 100+ hour weeks and all the rest of it. To actually be in a space where, I have my own thing, that means a lot. That would mean a lot.
Just below White Lagan Bothy, it's Friday afternoon and Cool's fear has become reality. He's well and truly stuck.
When you're putting a heavy weight, it sinks. And that's a killer, and that halves your chances. Right. That's usually gets a bit stuck on a Friday afternoon. Let's just 2:15 and I get stuck. But I got it out. I got it out.
It was a close call, but he finally reaches the bothy.
Right. Well, I'll have to love you and leave you.
Job done, and cool can go. But for the bothy team, there's still the issue of getting the old stove out. And the new stove in.
The original flue is held in place with a bracket which has got 24mm bolts which have rusted in. Somebody forgot to bring an angle grinder. So we're doing the old-fashioned job now of using a hacksaw to cut a high tensile bolt, which will take a bit of time, but we'll get there.
In a remote corner of Galloway, away from the noise of the harvesters, there's a special form of forestry going on.
Now stay.
To protect an area of natural woodland, Environment Forester Gareth Ventress is turning back the clock.
We're down in Buckenwood. We're going to meet up with Steffi and David and their horse, whose name I forgot. We're going to try suppress the bracken so we can get some native tree regeneration. So we try to use the horses as a kind of lightweight, sustainable, kind of ecological friendly method.
Steffi Scheffler and her husband Dave are two of just a handful of horse loggers in Scotland.
Morning.
We are part of the forestry in this country, but we're nearly on a different planet. Most people don't know we exist.
I mean, this isn't as bad as it looked last year, probably because we're just getting it a bit earlier.
We can do things that people with machines very often cannot do. Yeah, Mum.
Using a horse instead of a big machine to roll and crush the dense bracken is less damaging to the soil, allowing space and light for seedlings and young native trees to flourish.
We're finding quite a few little oak saplings already, which is pretty quick. They were probably here for a couple of years, but the bracken gets so tall they're going to get suppressed every year.
It's not changed in about 100 years. You basically attach the horse to a roller and then you go for it.
6-year-old Tiny has been working with Steffi for 2 years, and just months into the project, he's already worked his magic.
I am buzzing a little bit. It's really good to see. Just under a year ago, the bracken was pretty much about level with my nose. It's made such a big difference with just one go. We've got grass, we've got a few different herbs growing through. I expected it to take 5 or 6 years before we got any real results.
Tiny's got a hectare of bracken to work through today, but the effects of the horse rolling will be long-lasting.
A smile on my face this morning. And the midges have gone, and the rain stopped.
Oh, good boy.
This is definitely better than sitting in the office doing contract work, that's for sure.
In the north of the forest, near Cornish Hill, the harvest is in full swing.
I was out here earlier on in the month and I marked out trees that's to be retained once the harvest is passed. It's just to make sure that they haven't cut them. I'm trying to make it look 50-50. Hey guys, you've made your cash, but hey, I've got this scenic walk, these nice retained trees. Okay. Yeah, I'd reckon he's cut 1 or 2, but okay. Hasn't been watching. Hi guys. You couldn't put the 2 back up just at the top there that I marked. Archie, how you doing?
How you doing, Archie?
Over the years, when we put the path in, we did a bit of thinning ourselves, just to leave this effect.
There's still more felling to be done.
Yeah, I think the line goes up there, Harry, just...
Yep.
That'll be your boundary.
Yeah.
So when it comes to Archie's aesthetic vision, Harvester Harry needs to resist temptation.
I walked down it, I thought, yeah, it's a nice tree. Oh, yeah, it's marked. That's another nice tree. Oh, yeah, he's marked that one. I thought, oh, well.
You're understanding where I'm coming from.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I can use guys, it's great to just clear fell it and follow the lorry and rubbing the money, you know, but...
It's easy to clear your fella, isn't it? You can't go wrong, just
right.
drop it all.
going good. It's going good. He's reading the script well. I'm a forester. That's what I practice to be. I mean, I'd really have been a mechanic if I didn't take passion with these trees. I mean, you've got to have a bit of passion, I think, to see what you see in front of us here.
In the deep south of the forest, Ed's preparing for a dinner party he's holding tonight in his sister's farmhouse.
It's a little bit make-believe restaurant, effectively.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. Well, it's good to a dry run. Is really good a dry run, isn't it? With friendly fire.
Professional forager Mark is schooling him on the fruits of Galloway Forest.
The thing of the wood sorrel at this time of year, it's starting to turn a little bit.
You can see,
but it still tastes pretty good.
And a lot of the idea of the restaurant is using forage goods to finish off dishes, to add unique touches to dishes that people wouldn't have ordinarily have.
Beat that.
Although the one right next to it isn't too shabby either.
There is a fashion amongst high-end chefs that's how they want their chanterelles.
The planning for the restaurant is taking time, so to keep the momentum going, Ed's putting his menu to the test.
So I've got 10 people coming. It's quite nice actually because I'm getting to treat the architect that's helping us design it.
Right.
One of the builders is coming along, so it's kind of a bit of a thank you.
Back at the farmhouse, there's good news.
This is an email we got this morning at 9:20 from our really, really fantastic architect. And it says, "This is really unprofessional, but smiley emoji. Very happy to send you formal notice of planning approval for the restaurant."
After a 4-month wait, they can finally transform the old bank into a restaurant. So the heat is on to get tonight's dishes right.
So we have choux pastry buns with chanterelles. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Oh, they're tasty. I like those ones.
The foraged mushrooms are a hit.
Red or white?
Now, the banquet can begin.
We have the wood sorrel, the sorrel, lots of nice foragey flavours.
Oh, and it coped. He told me to just take 2.
There is nerves, there is, you know, we thought we would be 3 months ahead of where we're at now.
It's really nice. It's really sharp.
I want to ask what you thought of the forage things. Do you think that's been a good thing, a bad thing, a bit pointless, like you've been eating weeds? No, that was a resounding no.
I enjoyed being able to have a little bit of a forkful of something else, and I liked
the subtlety.
Yeah,
Someone didn't like mushrooms and then had 2 choux buns. I'm not sure who that was.
The test run for Mr. Pook's kitchen has been a great success.
To the workers' paradise.
Oh, it's cool.
That went really well.
That was really good.
That's good.
Well, that's a sample of the people that will come to the restaurant.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that was a resounding, we are excited. The future's bright, the future's green.
Cheers.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Back at home, and Archie has another great passion.
They're fleeing high now.
The ancient art of pigeon fancying.
Well, I like to see them flying about. When you look at them, and they're flying hard and fast, you're picking out your best bird, you're watching what is the best bird, and you're watching for ones dropping behind, they're no fit. People call them rats in the sky, but these fellas, these are athletes, because these are flying anything. Let's go. You going to bird?
Today, Archie's pigeons are winning over granddaughter Katie.
Oh, the wee fat birds will not can flee if you're feeding them, eh? You give them a look. I look at them and say, I like that, and I like that, and I like that. And a lot of pigeon fanciers will tell you that puts the death nail on them, because they're the ones that either get killed or doesn't come home. So the nice-looking film stars are not always your best pigeon. The wee ugly guy in the corner, they turn out all right, and by the end of the year you're saying, hey, he is a film star. There you go.
At White Lagan, in the remote heart of the forest, the working party of Bothy volunteers is struggling to get the new stove in place.
The existing stove is that height. This has got a flue in it, which is this height. So the chimney the flue liner comes down and backs onto here. So what we have to do is we have to overcome. So that's what we're now planning. So we will overcome.
The bothies are free and unlocked and can provide more than just shelter.
I remember my first bothy. Me, my mum and my stepdad spent Christmas Eve, Christmas Day and Boxing Day. Not one other person had passed through. It was just amazing.
Everybody's on the same level. As we say in Scotland, we're all joke dancing bairns. Everybody's equal.
I think so.
You get to meet so many different people from all different walks of life.
Devon, Baltimore in America.
That's right.
Calendar up in Stirling.
And that's all there is to it.
They've obviously led different lives and they all somehow seem to gather together.
Right.
Right.
Is that right? All right.
I should be all right.
It amazes me how people from the continent know about bothies in Scotland. And there's people in Scotland don't know about them.
I'm pretty happy with what's been done so far.
Right, we're getting somewhere now.
Got the fire and stuff in, so it's a good weekend spent.